Shock and awe. That is the best way to describe week one of Trump's presidency. Removing the ban on sending 2,000-pound bombs to Israel, removing sanctions on rabid settlers in the occupied West Bank, executive orders up the wazoo, deport, 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 ending birthright citizenships, ending DEI, barring trans people from serving in the military, ending pronouns in emails, blaming DEI for everything, changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico, pardoning all those who stormed the Capitol, pulling out of the WHO and the Paris Agreement, suggesting Palestinians in Gaza should go to Egypt or Jordan, all special observances being banned, Martin Luther King Day, Black Awareness Month, LGBTQ Pride Month, Holocaust Remembrance Day. Exhausted? That's the point. That's exactly the point. And it all started with this.
I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured.
He went for it. He gave it his all. He did that white man overbite and he did it. And he said he was giving his heart out to them. But this is how Elon sent his heart out at another event. You see, he knows the difference. This wasn't a heart of gratitude. That was a heart of darkness. That was a signal. And they got it. Boy, did they get it. The Washington, D.C. chapter of the white nationalist far-right group White Lives Matter took to Telegram and thanked Musk for his Sieg Heil. Quote, "Thanks for hearing us, Elon. The white flame will rise again." End quote. And this is the sign that they hung on the overpass in Washington. Elon Musk must stop white genocide. And of course, it wouldn't be the first time, because white South African Elon Musk has often spoken about a white genocide before. Many people may not know this, but Elon immigrated to Canada. When apartheid ended in South Africa. So as disturbing as the Sikh signal and clapping were, the people clamoring to defend it were just as vile. None more so than the Anti-Defamation League, also known as the ADL. This is the organization that bills itself as being committed to combating anti-Semitism. It's their only fucking job. That's their purpose. But here's what they said about Elon's Nazi salute. Quote, "It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute. But again, we appreciate that people are on edge. In this moment, all sides." All sides? What's the other side? The not Nazi saluting side? All sides should give one another a bit of grace, perhaps even the benefit of the doubt, and take a breath. Take a breath, everybody. You know, when I read that from the ADL, all I kept thinking about was Orwell and that line from 1984, which reads, quote, "The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears." It was their final, most essential command. End quote. Now, the ADL does have a sordid past and present. Reminder that their current executive director, Jonathan Greenblatt, recently compared keffiyehs to swastikas while on MSNBC.
You wouldn't tolerate it if someone's wearing a swastika on their arm. I'm sorry, you shouldn't tolerate it if they're wearing a keffiyeh on their neck.
Yeah. All right.
Calling death to any.
So Nazi salute not anti-Semitic, but kafias are the new SS armband. Or maybe if you're a billionaire, you can Sikh Heil, and that's okay. It's just awkward. Awkward. You know what's awkward? Is Elon thanking the Anti-Defamation League for rushing to his defense with a laughing, crying emoji and writing, "Thanks, guys." That's awkward. You know what else was really awkward? This exchange on CNN right when Elon Zeke heiled. Watch this.
I just want to look at that salute that he gave again, just if anybody missed it, we'll just show it again. He's just wrapped up here. You can hear the... All right, so we just showed that. We just showed that.
Right. It's worth
Salute.
It was quick. I think our viewers are smart and they can take a look at that, but it certainly was, it's not something that you typically see at American political rallies, let's put it that way.
No, it was not something that you usually would see. And it was quick, as you point out, it was very quick, but it was in a moment of intensity for him as he came out dancing, and then he did that. He is a hero here.
There it was. We played it. We did. We played it. Not something you normally see on American political rallies. It was a quickie, just fast and furious. Boom, boom. You may have missed it. It was a moment of high intensity for him. I don't know about you, but when it's like really high intense, I just fucking bust out a Zeke Heil too. That's what I do. When it's really intense, that's my first instinct, is to bust out a Heil like that. CNN ended with, well, he is a hero here. And then there was the New Telegraph calling it a Roman salute. You know, many people may not know this, but the salute that Hitler made prolific actually came from Benito Mussolini. A lot of the things that Hitler learned came from Mussolini, also a fascist. But it didn't stop there. Trump's pick for US representative to the United Nations, Elise Stefanik, put it this way when she was asked about the awkward Roman gesture at her confirmation hearing.
What do you think of Elon Musk, perhaps the president's most visible advisor, doing 2 Heil Hitler salutes last night at the president's televised rally?
No, Elon Musk did not do those salutes. I was not at the rally, but I can tell you I've been at many rallies with Elon Musk, who loves to cheer when President Trump says we need to send our U.S. space program to Mars. Elon Musk is a visionary. I'm looking forward to his work in DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, and look forward to looking how we can be more efficient and effective, but that is simply not the case. And to say so is the American people are smart. They see through it. They support Elon Musk. We are proud to be the country of such successful entrepreneurs. That is one of our greatest strengths as Americans.
Okay. And the biggest endorsement that one can ask for in such a situation would be from a genocidaire, of course. Netanyahu came to Bibi's defense, calling him a friend of Israel. It's true. Elon did visit a kibbutz with Bibi after October 7th. The cameras were all there. It was raining. They were walking. And Musk also visited Auschwitz with Ben Shapiro and a rabbi and his son sitting on his shoulders like they're going out for a day to Canada's Wonderland or Disney World. But do you know why Elon visited these sites? It wasn't to get a sense of what the Jewish population dealt with during the Nazi genocide of the Jews. It wasn't to get a historical understanding of where the Holocaust came from and where it ended. No. Elon went there to do a little cleanup. He had to go because in November of 2023, just 1 month after October 7th, Musk did this. He reposted one of the most anti-Semitic tropes there is from one of the most hateful pages there is on his platform, X. Meet Breaking Bat, a vile, hate-filled page on Musk's platform. So on November 15th, this page posted hateful remarks about Jewish people. Quote, Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of dialectical hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. End quote. This was Musk's response to that post. You are telling the actual truth. So for Musk, it was true that Jewish people hate white people and that no one should give a shit that Jewish people are under attack. You know, I'd never heard of this page on X. I didn't know who Breaking Bat was. But it's obvious that Musk does because Musk follows that page. So after he did that, you can imagine the response. It was immediate. Advertisers immediately began pulling ads from X, and he was losing millions in revenue. The White House also referred to his comments as anti-Semitic. So what do? You go on an anti-Semitism cleansing tour. And of course, where do you go? You go to Auschwitz. The woman who was on that tour of Auschwitz with Musk called him a sociopath, saying he didn't care at all about what was happening or what happened at Auschwitz, and that he was just posing for the camera and laughing with his entourage and bodyguards. So it really shouldn't be a surprise to people to see Musk do a Nazi salute, because he wasn't repentant about it afterward. He actually joked about it, making Holocaust puns. Even the Israeli media pointed to it. But the best part about this is when Musk tweeted, apparently, I'm a Zionist and a Nazi. Yeah, you are. You can be both. Elon Musk has long supported far-right white nationalist groups. He uses their iconography, he uses their language, he uses their hatred. And he has thrown his weight and money behind German far-right group AfD. 2 days after giving his little Nazi salute at Trump's inauguration, he spoke at the AfD rally. And Jewish groups say the AfD have blatantly anti-Semitic ideology. But Elon just doesn't get it. He doesn't see what is wrong with the AfD party. He's often said only the AfD can save Germany. Save Germany from what? I want you to listen to this section of Musk's speech at the AfD rally last week.
It's okay to be proud to be German. This is a very important principle, it's okay. It's good to be proud of German culture, German values, and not to lose that in some sort of multiculturalism that dilutes everything.
So multiculturalism is a problem. Don't dilute German culture. Keep it pure. Be proud. And then he said this.
I think there's frankly too much of a focus on past guilt, and we need to move beyond that. Children should not be guilty of the sins of their parents, or even let alone their parents, their great-grandparents, maybe even. And we should be optimistic and excited about a future for Germany.
Let go of that historical Holocaust guilt. Soon, you can be proud of Germany again. Do you know who else made these kinds of speeches with these sorts of sentiments? Restoring pride, purity, blood, and belonging. This guy.
Es kam die Zeit, da man sich nur dann mit Stolz zum Deutschen bekennen durfte.
Now, some of you may call me an alarmist, and that's fine. I am alarmed. I am sounding the Nazi alarm because it's only been a week of the Trump administration. And this poor girl, this TV meteorologist, Sam Kuffel, who spoke out against Musk's Sieg Heil, lost her job. And the normalization of the Sieg Heil continued through the week at the National Pro-Life Summit in the US with this creep of the cloth.
This is the last stand for Christendom. It's make or break time. The whole of the old world is crumbling. Every country in Europe is embracing death. America, as far as I could see, is the only country fighting for life. And that's down to you guys. So God bless all of you for what you're doing. Please keep doing it. I hope that I can encourage you. And my heart goes out to you. God bless.
Calvin Robinson, Catholic Anglican priest of the St. Paul's Anglican Catholic Church in Grand Rapids, Michigan. He told the crowd he hopes he encourages them, and then he Sieg Heiled. And what did the crowd do? The crowd laughed. This UK expat is also a member of an organization called Conservative Friends of Israel. This is an organization tied to the Conservative Party in the UK, a parliamentary group. Oh, there's Rishi Sunak. Pip, pip. Top of the morning to ya. Now, creepy Calvin made a big mistake, though. He thought he was a billionaire, too. He thought he could Sieg Heil and get away with it. Calvin was removed, however. His license was revoked by the church. So while this fuckface likes to write things like the British Empire was the greatest force for good that ever lived, and that the Brits need to regain their pride and confidence, I'm wondering if we're all seeing the patterns in language here. Pride, resurrection, exclusionary but unifying, ancient but new, crumbling world but bright future. The new F word is fascism. And it wants you to keep having more babies and remain pure and keep consuming, and above all, stop criticizing.